Problem is there's a gap there between expectation and experience. A huge gap between expectation and experience. Now, I can control the expectation I give to you. I can't always control your experience, right? But I can control the expectation. I can tell you what's expected of you, what's expected of me, what's expected of the group. I can't control your experience. A good example of that is last night, I didn't want to go out. I had zero expectation of going out and having a good time, right? So last night exceeded my expectation. I was out way later than I should have been. I had a blast, but it exceeded my expectation. I felt good about the night, right? And I'm going to go through some examples like that. But the thing here, guys, if the experiences you have for others, and that's really what I'm going to hit on, or the expectations you have for others, I'm going to hit on the expectations we're having for our team, right? So if the expectations you have for others dictate their experience, you may cause them to miss the very experience that's changing the world. I get chills when I talk about that, because if you don't think you're in a world-changing business, you're crazy. Like, I mean, literally, I have goosebumps right now. Like, we get to change people's world. You know, I heard Ryan Blair say at one time, if we fail, people die. Like, that's real. And it's true. It's true. We lost, one of my teammates lost a sister a couple weeks ago, and the reason he was so upset, of course, losing your sister is a bad thing, but he didn't get to her. He didn't share the challenge with her. We got an opportunity to change the world, and it starts with the expectation. So I'm going to give you all some real-life examples of what this can look like. How many of you guys have kids? How many of your kids like the ice cream man? Okay, good. So this happens to me often. You know, the ice cream man comes, and they pick the Scooby-Doo or the SpongeBob or whatever it may be, right? You know, and this is what they expect, right? They expect this. And then what happens is that. So you try to explain to a 3-year-old why they thought they were getting Scooby-Doo and they got Sloth from Goonies, right? It's tough, you know, and this is when fear sets in, right? This is when negativity happens, right? You know, drama comes in, right? It's just bad news, right? Real life expectation versus experience. What about this? And this is about to happen for how many people like to travel? Has anyone ever been to the Great Wall? Cool, super cool, good. So, you know, I think about that often. I said, you know, Rachel and I have this big thing with 2020 is going to be, we have a lot of expectation for 2020. Like, we talk about setting goals. Rachel and I have 2020 goals, right? We're going to be good in 2020. Look out. And you know, one of my goals is just to be able to go wherever we want, see whatever we want. And I picture the Great Wall to look like this, and you know, just me and Rachel and nobody else, maybe a bottle of wine. When actually what happens is this. Me and Rachel and 100,000 of our closest friends. Right? Yeah. Another one, and this is going to happen pretty quickly for some of us. Going to see Santa Claus, right? You know, this is, the expectation is, you go see Santa, kids are great, Santa's happy, the beard's real, everything's good, right? My clicker's
His clicker needs help.
ruining my, there we go. And the experience. These are my kids, if you guys don't get this, right? So I mean, Cooper, I can't believe she made it through this experience. Bloody murder, screaming bloody murder, Hadley, and Rachel's having a great experience. It's just like, what? And the problem is, like, we have year after year after year this. I dread this. I think I got out of it last year. One year, she didn't make me go because it's just, why are we doing this to our children? So, again, my expectation versus my experience is off. Here's Rachel's obviously isn't. It's exactly what she wants to happen, right? And another example that's near and dear to me right now, as y'all know, last month was November, and I tried to do the No Shave November thing, and gotten some people say that's got to go. Some people said it looks good, but my expectation was that, and I got that, right? My expectation was I'm going to rock this thing, and then that's what happened. So, again, it's all about expectation versus experience. So these are just real-life examples of how your experience cannot meet up to your expectation and you're not feeling good about it, or in Rachel's case with Santa, you feel great about it. So we're going to talk about closing this expectation gap. We're going to get serious now, all right? You guys good? Was that fun? All right, cool. So frustration is born in the space between our expectations and our experience. Frustration is born in the space between our expectations and our experience, in the gap. Unhappiness. Unhappiness is born in this gap between our expectation and our experience. Stress is found here between our expectation and our experience. Negativity. Drama, I think someone said drama earlier, is found in this gap. Loss of hope is found right here in this gap. And worst of all, giving up and quitting is found right here in this gap. If our expectations we're giving people don't meet with their experience, all of these things are going to happen. So why are we doing it? Why are we doing it? Why are we giving these people these false expectations that we know we can't meet?